traitors!
No retreat, no surrender. That is Spartan law. And by Spartan law, we will stand and fight and die. A new age has begun. This is Sparta! The victory!
The Universe Nigeria.
I have a class today. Is 10-year Boyle. He's teaching us on communication etiquette, and I can assure you that this is exactly why I'm here, because I've been a brand for a while, but I've not been able to implement that brand.
Hey everyone.
Hi.
How you guys doing? Okay. My name is Tenye, and part of the things I do is communication. I work in media and communications. I help brands and persons communicate. So when I mean brands, I mean people and products and service. So basically what I'll be here to share with you guys is how to communicate properly, because you guys are going to need to communicate in your journey. Should you or should you not win? Okay, communication is very key, and it's what would to a large extent determine how far you would go in this business. So when you communicate with one another, it's important you know exactly how to introduce yourself. Now, some of us mentioned our names, just our names. Some mentioned where we're from and what state we represent. Some mentioned, he said, popularly known as. And then just a bit of all of that. So it's important when you have the opportunity to introduce yourself to spice it up. Okay? Next time you get this opportunity, I think I'll be coming here again. When you introduce yourself, introduce that thing that introduces you before you even introduce yourself. So it's about your personality, okay, shining. I know that, okay, I now know that he is a DJ, right? VJ, rather, sorry. You get. So he found a way to chip that in, and it's very important when you introduce yourself.
Here having this nice session with Tame Boy on communication, and I got to understand that better that communication is understanding and how to properly introduce yourself and sell yourself with the little amount of time you have with the person you've always wanted to reach out.
So you haven't communicated if the other person you're communicating with does not understand you. Okay, and that's why I have these 4 points that I'll be elaborating on. It's called communication etiquette. And the first one is politeness. The second one is clarity. The third is precision. And the last is timeliness. So we'll talk about politeness. In communicating as a person and soon to be brand, because I like to refer to you guys as brands because you're already representing something. Okay, so it is very important you are polite in how you communicate. You don't want to come off as rude, you don't want to come off as unruly. So when you have the chance to communicate anywhere you find yourself, the first word, your watchword should be how to sound polite. And now sounding polite means the use of some words and the non-use of some other words. The use of please is very important when you want to communicate. You always have to ask. You always have to seem like you're asking. May I, could you, would you? You understand? That's being polite. For instance, if I want to say, this is how most of you would rather say, I would say you, tell XYZ to come. Now that's how as Nigerians would most likely say it, but in proper polite communication, it is could you ask the person? Because when you tell the person, you're giving an order. So if I say tell this person to come, I'm asking you to order that person. But now I'm going to say could you ask that person to come? Because the person has a part to play, whether or not to eventually come. You understand? So it's very important when you communicate, you factor all those things inside, and know that, okay, I'm not going to sound very rude. I'm going to sound polite. Because the thing is, when you sound very polite, people would remember you the longest. Okay, but when you sound rude, they'll remember your rudeness, but they'll do away with you in a very short while. Okay, so use of may I, use of could, would, you're asking. Learn to ask when you're, I won't say sending someone on an errand, but when you're asking, make sure you're really asking. May I have, not let me have. That's an order. Let me have this. Pass the book. Could you pass the book? May I have the book? Could you ask him to pass the book? You understand? So being polite as kings, as you are, is very important in your career as would-be public speakers. And then the next one is clarity. Clarity. It's important in communication to be clear on your message. Very, very clear. No dressing up of words, no subliminal messages. Your messages have to be direct. If you're asking, you're asking. If you're begging, you're begging. If you're seeking, you're seeking. Okay, I know we as Africans, right, I notice that we have this habit of, what's the word now? Indirect messaging. It's called subs. So just so you know, when you say you're subbing somebody, it's called subliminal. That's the short form. Meaning you're saying something as though you're not saying it. You understand? So, but in proper communication as a person or a brand, it's important you are clear. Your clarity is there. Let's go to precision. We know what precision is, right? When to be precise. Don't, what's the word now? So we try to beat about the bush with things that we need, as humans, naturally. So, but when you communicate, remember we're talking communication as a brand, okay? Because we are all brands. We are all brands here. Be sure you're very precise with what you want. This is it. This is that. You're going to a courtesy visit, and you know that, okay, for this courtesy visit, I want the local government to give me or support me with XYZ amount. And you go there, and then they are making you do otherwise. That's because you're not precise with what you want. So when you're writing, when you're speaking, you're asking, you're saying, okay, I'm coming to your office because I need exactly this from you. Elevator pitch is that pitch that you give. That's you could say once in a lifetime or once in a while pitch you give when you have very small time. So they're using elevator because you can't be in the elevator longer than 5 minutes. You understand? So assuming you walk into an elevator and you see, let's say, Dangote, and then you know that, okay, you have like less than a minute or a minute at most to sell yourself to him. What do? So that's why timeliness is important, because you need to know what you want and convey it in a timely manner and a very convincing manner. So when you go to very busy people, I'm talking people in government, members of diplomatic corps, and people that are up there, and you don't want to waste their time, because these people's time is money. So you don't have them giving you more than at most 15 minutes, really, because most of them have like meetings. They have to come out of meetings to meet with you, and in 15 minutes you're using 10 minutes to blab. You're using 10 minutes to talk, go here, how you win Mr. Universe, how you know win Mr. Universe, how they don't vote for you, and all of those things, when you're supposed to ask for that very thing that you need. You understand? So it's important you're very, very timely with what you are requesting. Okay, so that will be my 4 points on communication etiquette.
We have that usual moment that comes again with Mr. Giovanni and his questions. Sometimes I just wish those beards covers his mouth. I'm like, yeah. Like,
Trust me to ask enough questions, because those are the things I need.
Oh, really? Giovanni, it's one thing to ask questions, it's another thing to look stupid.
The Universe Nigeria is brought to you by Q Concepts.
It's really nice having our first Ouija tax today because it has to do with contribution from everybody, going against this person or going against that person.
Gladiators, it is time to start planning for your Ouija night presentations.
I've been so curious. What is Ouija? What is Ouija?
It simply means food supply is dependent on winning your wager. Your task this week is to put up an elaborate play that would represent the people of northern Nigeria. Your presentation must focus and portray the culture, heritage, food, dressing, dance, and lifestyle of northern Nigeria. You will be presenting in groups. Each group is already determined based on your room groupings. Each gladiator must fully partake in the preparation for the presentation of this play. In other words, it is not enough to be a backbencher. Each gladiator must be actively involved in this play. Your play must feature an elaborate costume, makeup, musical acts, and necessary prop. Gladiators must decide on the theme of the play. The play should be roughly 25 minutes and not more than 45 minutes. The play must be professional as possible. Good luck.
The Universe Nigeria is brought to you by Q Concepts.
So I and my fellow contestants are coming up with the story for our wager, and our theme is changing the narrative. That's the theme we chose. That's the theme we came up with. We all came up. We were given the task, and we decided to butt heads together and come up with something unique, something interesting, something that will portray everything. That will portray the lifestyle, the food, the dance.
We are here seated in our room, bringing ideas on how to work the tax out, and it's coming out the best.
I didn't actually know anything about the Northerners, so I got scared, and I got scared for my roommate too. We got to the room, and surprisingly, everyone is bringing ideas. Mr. Oyo brought so many ideas. Even the one everyone was thinking is a dummy was actually useful today.
I'm not done. I'm a brilliant person.
The Universe Nigeria is brought to you by Q Concepts and supported by NTA2 Channel 5, Crave.ng, Pinta Negra, Biscon TV, King Kong Energy Drink, Man Magazine Nigeria, Tushmi Beauty, Lion in Stilettos, Mikasa Haven, Made in Calabar, Coney Island, Caspertainment, Our TV, and Keep Enterprises.
So our script was basically about the Mr. Universe Nigeria and a boy coming from the northern parts to win the Mr. Universe Nigeria after facing all the challenges of the north. So Mr. Anambra played the cattle header, the father, and body weapon. Mr. Bauchi played the mother, and he played it so well.
I played Kabiru in our wager tax, and though I received some hot slaps from my father, Mr. Anambra, and my wicked uncle, Mr. Taraba, tried killing me as well, only because I told him I wanted to be a model.
I played the calm uncle, and you know, imagine, Taraba almost stabbed me.
Hello everyone, my name is Fresh Talker. As you all know, whenever I'm here, it's not room for that. But today, it happens to be good. You know I got paid now. You know I did to keep this looks. Okay?
My name is Fresh Talker, and I am here to do my job. And anytime I'm here, it's either for good or for bad. But today you're lucky that I'm here for good, because I gotta get paid, to keep on this good look. So, damn, so that was my role in the movie. So I had to play my crush, Presh Tucker. Man, that girl is beautiful, you know. But I killed it now, I did good. I'll be welcoming the CEO of Q Concepts, Mr. Santiago Rabbit.
Yo, welcome everyone to this year's Mr. Universe Nigeria Grand Finale. I mimicked one of the organizers of the Mr. Universe competition today, Santiago Roberts, and it was awesome. The winner for this year's Mr. Universe Nigeria reality TV show is Mr. Kaduna. Congratulations, you did well.
We put the clip, we literally put the play together in less than an hour. Vincent played the role of the bastard son that was exiled from his family because he not the year word, because he did not want to go the way of the cattle headers. He no one head cow.
The Universe Nigeria is brought to you by Q Concepts.
And shout out to Mr. Universe Kano. He did a very great job. He didn't even take him up to 3 minutes, because when we got to the room, he just like, Mr. White, you're gonna play the role of a white man. You play this. I played the role of a farmer.
I personally came up with a story for Group 2, my group. Seeing Mr. Enugu, aka White Jesus, is my roommate. I just came up with the story of the plot surrounds about a white tourist that came to the northern part of the country for tourism. He got stranded, the car got broke down, he was hungry, he had no food, so he had to fetch for food. He went into a farm, took a yam from the yam barn. While roasting the yam, the owners of the yam, the farmers, they caught him. The law in the north, Sharia law, basically, when the barrel is being caught, a thief gets killed. But in this play, I played the king of the town. Rather than killing him, they summoned him to my palace and had to have mercy upon him.
We all, like I said before, we all did well, but I feel the king, which is Mr. Kano, I think the role, he didn't really put himself in the role, because while we were being judged, he was being corrected.
The Universe Nigeria is brought to you by Q Concepts.
Our story basically is depicting how the northern people are accommodating and how their hospitality is, you know. That is what we depicted in our story today, and we tried.
My people, the time we have been waiting for is here. I greet you. And the winner, for this year's Yam Festival is our very own Malam. Are we ready for it? It's Malam Ahmed. Gauna unana, gauna unana, gauna unana, gauna unana, gauna unana.
We're trying to portray the Northern culture and how they are kind people, and how Nigerians in general, or people, have the wrong perspective of the Northern Nigerians.
The Universe Nigeria is brought to you by Q Concepts.
We all participated in a good way. Mr. Oyo, Mr. Bayesa, Mr. Eboyin, Mr. Castina, Ondo, and myself, and Mr. Abia. We all did well. We acted a good part. Mr. Bayesa did very well. Like, he was, I wanted to ask, bro, is your father from Kano, or were you born in Kano? Like, he acted very well.
Say your children want to go to school? You want to go to school? You want to go to school? Okay, you that want to go to school, I mean that
has a ranch. Who is begging now? Eh? No, you that wants to go to school, those people that go to school, I employ them in the ranch. A boy that studied law is working in my ranch now. So what are you talking about? But anyways, I think I can help you. Alahaji. I'm going to see Alahaji.
The Universe Nigeria is brought to you by Q Concepts and supported by NTA 2 Channel 5, Crave.ng, Pinta Negra, Biscon TV, King Kong Energy Drink, Man Magazine Nigeria, Tushmi Beauty, Lion in Stilettos, Mikasa Haven, Made in Calabar, Honey Island, Caspertainment, Our TV, and Keep Enterprises.
I think we're really impressed by what you've done. And we know that it takes a lot of efforts for people who are not naturally actors. And for the period of time that you have to really put it together, the effort that you even put into it, and for that reason you score more than 75%.
We tried. And with the verdict we got from the judges, we felt we were going to win the tax. But as God will have it, we came second place.
At the end, who win? Bros, who win? Call my name, call my name.
Thank God we won the wager. I'm so excited.
Okay, so group one, you guys were shouting all about that you guys won a drink. Besides, yesterday we won a coffee drink, but today you guys won ogogoro.
My people have a saying that goes like this, Ogbenye John, which literally translates into poor people will always have bad mouths. Because I do not understand, we are sharing drinks to all of you. It's our fault though. Because my mother taught me to be kind to the less privileged. It is our fault.
Mr. Adamawa, you bloody smurf. You still carried yourself to where I am, collected my drink, and you are saying it's ogogoro. You are basically calling yourself a drunkard by your own self. But it's fine. Don't worry. I'll still give you again. Even when I win again, I will still give you again so you can still get the mouth to say what you want to say again. And I'll still keep feeding you because I'm going to feed you. You understand?
First off, you said drunkard. There's nothing like drunkard. It's a drunk. My brother, don't go and embarrass yourself. We're on TV, bro.
Mr. David Ayo, if you're easy, do one.
The Universe Nigeria is brought to you by Q Concepts.
We got called downstairs that we have a guest, a surprise.
Bro, getting downstairs, the first thing I saw, and I shit you not, was breasts. Now, being that the fact that I've been in this house and I've not seen breasts in a while, I need to take a moment, please. Just
Giovanni and his minions are in front screaming, and I'm like, oh, it's just breasts. You guys should relax.
Yay! See boobs. Ever I thought I was actually happy because I saw Kosi. I was like, no, I wasn't happy about that. No.
My fellow guys said you shout for breasts. Like, Oga, haven't you seen breasts before?
My fellow gladiators, we have not chanted the gladiator chant like this in days, like this moment. But I understand.
She's here. Hey! Just kill me. I'll be here. I'll die a happy man.
I didn't know if I'm to scream or I'm to cover my eyes.
She was asking us, like, we should say something that will make her remember each and every one of us. And I think I said my hair.
And Ayo was now like, my smile, and he smiled. If I slap you.
Okay. Being a gentleman, I kept my cool, and I saw the face, this little baby face with that big stuff. Anyway, I was happy, not for myself, but for my fellow roommates who were talking about Giacomo and everything. So that excitement continued. So I was really hoping they get the lap dance, get that time with her and everything, but sadly, they didn't.
We're staying in boarding school. We have this teacher that always come around and be like, "Are you pregnant? Come, let me press your boobs." You're pressing all the boobs and touching my tummy to see if I'm pregnant. And then when I was in secondary school, they used to call me Little Woman because my boobs were out by then. You know. So when I got to university, I just realized that whatever brings you shame, it's not going to give you fame. Then I was walking like this to lectures. Then one day, I started walking like this. And that's it.
VJKS was the one that I enjoyed. It was like she came for VJKS because she came, danced well, almost like his head was on the breasts.
He's on me. This Bobby is on me, and my spirit don't come and go buy cigar. And you know what? I'm not going to wash these boxers for like 1 week. I'm going to keep it. It's a prop.
Baby is a fire. Baby know the tata, you know the tata for the love, know the tata for the love. Oh my love, love. Oh my love, love. No, say you the sexy 5-5 for my body. Oh my old dog, baby. Sweetie, honey. No, say you the sexy 5-5 for my body. Again, I want you. Again. I don't feel getting enough, no. I don't feel getting enough, no. Baby Palanga, make I give you my banana. I said, baby Palanga, I want to give you my big banana. You like me today for France. You want to enter from back. You like me today for France. You want to enter from back.
That was me just trying to maintain my cool. I hear everyone saying because I'm a pastor's son, I'm trying to like make my dad proud and rest. You know, that's not it. That's basically not it.
The only thing I like about her is only her song. The song is amazing.
Vote to keep your favorite gladiator in the house. Voting starts by 6 p.m. today, Thursday, April 15th, and closes Sunday, 18th April by 12 noon. To vote, visit our official Instagram page at Mr. Universe Nigeria for voting instructions.
The Universe Nigeria is brought to you by Q Concepts and supported by NTA 2 Channel 5, Crave.ng, Pinta Negra, Biscon TV, King Kong Energy Drink, Man Magazine Nigeria, Tushmi Beauty, Lion in Stilettos, Mikasa Haven, Made in Calabar, Honey Island, Caspertainment, Our TV, and Keep Enterprises.
Baby, know the tata, you know the tata for the love, you know the tata for the love. Oh my bobo, oh my lolo, no, say you the sexy 5-5 for my body. Oh my hot dog, baby, sweetie, honey. No, say you the sexy 5-5 for my body. Again, I want you. Again, I want you. I know if you get enough, no. I know if you get enough, no. Baby Palanga, make I give you my dabana. I said, baby Palanga, I want to give you my big dabana. You like waiting there for front, you want to enter from back. You like waiting there for front, no, but you want to enter from back. Oh my bobo, oh my lolo. No, say you the sexy 5-5 for my body.